Imagine for a moment that you are on a boat with 20 different people that you have never met before. You have hardly any food or water. You've been on this boat for weeks, immigrating to America in search of a better life for yourself and for your family. You are so tired and you're left with the uncertainty that you will even make it to shore before it's too late. But then you see her, Lady Liberty, standing tall and proud, and you know that you have finally made it. You are so close to finding a new and better life. This, unfortunately, is the sad reality for many people around the world. The Statue of Liberty, standing in Upper New York Bay, is a universal symbol of freedom. According to the American Immigration Council, 1 in 7 people in America are immigrants. In 2018, there were more than 44.7 million immigrants living in America. The Statue of Liberty has been to many of these millions of immigrants a symbol of freedom upon entering the United States and a hope for a better future. Today I will be informing you all on exactly what the Statue of Liberty symbolizes, when it was created, and why it was created. I would like to first talk about what the Statue of Liberty symbolizes. Tyler Cohen, a professor of economics at George Mason University, explains in his article that the Statue of Liberty, or Lady Liberty as we now call her, is quite a radical creation, both visually and conceptually. She does not carry the traditional American nationalist symbol of the flag and the eagle, instead holding the Declaration of Independence, a representation of liberty and human rights. The statue, which took its place in New York Harbor in 1886, is also a literal monument to European-American cooperation. The work was funded by both American and French donations, so she is a useful reminder that global cooperation is sometimes more powerful than local politics. Another factor to observe is the statue's gender. It was constructed in a time when women in the United States had no right to vote for federal elections. So it was the world's largest statue and a glaring representation of American hypocrisy. There are also many symbols throughout the statue itself that you may not know about. For example, the torch symbolizes a light to show the path to liberty, and the spikes on her crown represent each of the 7 continents. I perceive this as though she is shining a light to liberty to all the people throughout the world. Edward Berenson makes a good point in his book titled The Statue of Liberty when he says that the universally recognized icon, the Statue of Liberty, is perhaps the most beloved of all American symbols, yet no one living in 1885 when the created monument arrived in New York Harbor could have foreseen the central place that the Statue of Liberty would come to occupy in the American imagination. Berenson talks later in his book about how the statue's symbolically indistinct neoclassical form allows Americans to interpret its meaning in diverse ways. As representing the emancipation of slaves, Tocqueville's idea of orderly liberty, opportunity for the huddled masses, and in the years following 9/11, the freedom and resilience of New York City and the United States in the face of terror. Now that I have discussed what the statue symbolizes, let's talk about why the statue was constructed in the first place and who is responsible. The Statue of Liberty, the History.com editors explain in their article, was a joint effort between France and the United States intended to commemorate the lasting friendship between the two nations. Megan Krause, a journalist on product design and development in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, states in her article that in 1879 a design patent was granted to Auguste Bartholdi, a French sculptor, for the Statue of Liberty. Krause goes on to explain that Bartholdi took up a commission from Edouard de Lavoyer from the Franco-American Union to create what would become the Statue of Liberty. Funding from the Franco-American Union allowed for the creation of the full-sized version. Lastly, I would like to talk a little bit about the statue, when the statue was created, along with some of the specifics about her dimensions. Suzanne Patterson, an American journalist with the UNESCO Courrier in Paris, France, goes into detail in her article about the dimensions of the statue, stating that the world's largest metal statue, the Iron Lady, is a titan of monumental proportions. The figure measures 46 meters tall from toe to tip. Unless you include the base, then it measures 93 meters tall. Patterson also states that the statue costed the equivalent of $1.3 million in today's currency. The statue's face is more than 8 feet tall, and her arm that holds the torch stretches out to 42 feet long. It took a total of 9 years to build the Statue of Liberty. The construction was officially finished in 1885, and then the statue had to be disassembled and sent to New York in a crate. On October 28, 1886, the statue was unveiled in the United States, where more than 1 million New Yorkers showed up to cheer and show her their support. Today, I have talked about exactly what the Statue of Liberty symbolizes, not only to Americans, but also to the millions of immigrants that travel to America every year. I have also talked about when the statue was created, why it was created, and who constructed it. Although Lady Liberty is one of the most well-recognized monuments in the world, many Americans may not know exactly what she symbolizes or why she was created. Hopefully today you have all learned something interesting about the Statue of Liberty that you did not know before. Thank you so much.